Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Now, stop, because I have some questions for you. Do you like the game Squad? Well, do you also like Star Wars? Well then, boy oh boy, do I have good news for you if you answered yes to both those questions, because today we're going to be talking about the Squad Star Wars Galactic Contention Mod, and it's pretty fantastic. You're going to want to hear about it.
Army or not, you must realize you are doomed.
Oh, I don't think so.
Now, I can understand if you're all like, why am I supposed to be hyped for this? I've only been told the title. Tell me about it. Come on, man. And yeah, I'll do that. It's a complete conversion mod for Squad that makes the battlefields of the Star Wars Clone Wars series come to life right before your very eyes. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm pretty excited to tell you about it. But there is one issue. I know that some of you in the back right there don't know what Squad is. Like, come on, what the heck, man? Why don't you know what Squad is? It's super fun. Okay, it's fine. I'll tell you about it. But if you already know what Squad is and you've already played it, feel free to skip ahead 20 seconds so you can get to the real reason you came here. Okay, they're gone. Now let's talk about what Squad is. And this is gonna go by fast, so pay attention. Squad is a military shooter with realistic damage, just like everything else in the game. Bullets hurt, walking is slow, you get tired, and you spend a lot of time building stuff with a shovel. If you aren't shoveling away, chances are you've been walking to an objective for a few minutes just to get shot in the face. It's a slow-paced FPS game that's based on squad teamwork. Okay, that was pretty quick, but now that we're all filled in, we can get to the Galactic Contention mod, and it's gonna be pretty fun. So, like I said before, Galactic Contention brings the battlegrounds from the Star Wars Clone Wars series to your very own PC in spectacular detail. If you're a fan of the show, I have no doubt that this mod will just fill you with childlike wonder. So, you might just be tempted to explore the maps and feast your eyes on the pure Star Wars magic that this mod brings. But don't let that distract you from the fact that you are in a galaxy-wide war, which is a feeling that Galactic Contention doesn't shy away from. You will watch as your division is bombed to smithereens, and you will see your clone brothers shot to shreds, their lives fading before your very eyes. All the heartbreak and tragedy that the Clone Wars series brought to you will now play out right in front of you. The mod brings some of the most iconic maps from the series, such as Bespin, Cato Nemoidia, Coruscant, Galban, Geonosis, Cavato, Kashyyyk, Munilist, Mygeeto, Naboo, Renvar, Solus, Cessid, and Yavin. Yeah, there's a lot. What, were you only expecting like 1 or 2 maps? No. This mod's devs are some of the most hardworking I've ever seen. It isn't like your usual Star Wars mod where they just add a lightsaber or two and they call it good. Galactic Contention isn't like that. It's a total conversion mod for Squad that's set in the Star Wars universe, which basically means that this mod changes the entire look and some of the feel of Squad. It makes it an entirely new game. The most impressive thing is that it's entirely fan-made. All the rights in IP are reserved to Disney. They're just making this mod because they love Squad and they love Star Wars. It was just the best way to bring them together. Galactic Contention is by far my favorite way to play Squad at the moment. It's just so well put together, and it really brings the Star Wars universe to life. Running into a light show of blaster fire with your clone squad by your side while LAATs flown down by actual players swoop by is just something else. It's really an experience that I haven't found anywhere else. But Popman, isn't there a AAA game by the name of Battlefront 2 that lets you play in the Clone Wars? Yeah, there is, but it's like comparing apples to oranges. While yes, they have the same setting, both games bring vastly different experiences. Battlefront 2 is more of an arcade-style game. It's much more casual. You respawn fast and you get to the action much quicker since you can spawn on squad mates. But in Galactic Contention, respawn timers are slow and you can only respawn at points that your team builds by hand. In Galactic Contention, you will spend a lot of time setting up fortifications and walking to objectives, which can be a weird change of pace for you if you're used to games like Battlefront, Battlefield, or Call of Duty. Galactic Contention just brings a much more immersive and intense experience compared to Battlefront 2. It feels more like a simulation than your average FPS shooter does, but in a good way. I also cannot get over the atmosphere of this game because it's so cool. Like I said earlier, it really makes you feel like you're in the middle of an actual battle. And a lot of that is because it doesn't really seem like the developers cut corners when they were making this mod. The models are stunning and the animations look smooth and natural. You can look at anything and you will never think, wow, it looks like they did half the job on that and called it good. And I really appreciate that because it kind of seems like we're living in a world where AAA games come out half finished, and it's really refreshing to see a small dev team working on a mod that is more polished than most games coming out today. Another thing that's necessary to talk about is how the players affect this game. These aren't small 10v10 skirmishes, these are 50v50 wars. And everywhere you look helps you realize that, because everything that happens is completely player driven. There's very minimal AI, the only thing I can think of is the spider droids. Just knowing that every vehicle you see is player driven and every explosion was from another player's actions makes the mod just that much more real feeling. Well then, how can you go about playing this fantastic mod? Good question. It's actually pretty simple. First thing you have to do is buy Squad off the Steam store for $49.99. It's a bit of a steep price, I know, but trust me, it's worth it. Even the base game is fun. Alright, perfect. Now that you have Squad installing, you're going to need to download the mod. So click the link in my description and it'll bring you to its Steam page. Now, just click that big green subscribe button and wait for it to install as well. While that's happening, I highly recommend that you play through Squad's training grounds. It isn't the same setting as the mod since it's made from the base game, but almost all of Squad's mechanics and keybinds are the exact same as the mods. There's a lot of controls and there's a lot of mechanics that you need to know, because if you don't know them, the game is going to be very hard for you to figure out. It really isn't one where you're like, I've played other shooters, this should be fine, and you just jump into it. That is very annoying and it can lead your team to lose, because remember, this is a very team focused game. Now, don't be afraid to ask questions though. If you've actually done your best to learn what you can, people in this game are very willing to help, and they have probably the best community of any shooter I've played in recent times. Alright, now that you got the game installed and you've kind of figured out some of what's going on here, you're going to have to head up to the custom browser and search for a server titled Galactic Contention. Just join in one of those and you're in. At this point, you're probably looking at squads and kits. Really, just join a squad as long as it isn't locked. They'll tell you what's up. You also might want to ask your squad leader which kit they want you to use, because a few of them require some background knowledge to be able to use to their full potential. And yeah, I said talk to them, not type to them, talk to them, because having a mic in this game is pretty important and it'll make your experience and that of others much better, I promise. Basically, Squad Galactic Contention is one of the coolest and most well put together Star Wars fan made mods out there, and you should definitely give it a try. Me and many other people in the community have just put hours and hours into it, and we've gotten hours and hours of fun back out. And I mean, let's be honest, if you already have Squad, what is your reason for not going out and giving this a try? You will literally lose nothing. You have everything to gain. Just make sure you remember that this mod is the Clone Wars era only, and everything is subject to change. Thanks for watching to the end of another video. I'm sure you can tell that this is a different day. That's because this is the day that the video is coming out. I woke up early to finish it because this video has been a bit of a headache, but I'm really glad that you guys are enjoying them. Make sure you like and subscribe if you liked this one, because I'm going to be putting these out every Friday, and this is a testament to that. I'll wake up early to make sure they get out on Fridays. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you have a good time. I'll see ya. Adios.